I'm going to show you how to warp the text around an object. So you can use this with warping a text around a word to making words say a word or numbers or a shape. So here I have the background. Again, always color your background on a new layer. So I'm just going here, new layers. I don't really like things floating out, so I'm going to move those here. And then I'm going to paint mine red. So for this example, I will do the words 2020. So I use the type tool, and I'm going to do 2020 in white. I'm going to make it a nice bold font, and probably needs to be pretty large. If you're on the newer version of Photoshop, you'll have a line to center. So if you have this center on and click once in the center, it'll be perfectly centered. I don't have that function here. So here it is. That's obviously not large enough. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to make it nice and large. Depending on what your design, if you want stuff around, maybe you want it to fill up the whole canvas. It's however you want it. So I'm going to leave it like this, and then I'm going to go to the character and select it, and I'm going to horizontally scale it a little bit so it fills out a little bit more. Okay, so now I have my word 2020, my numbers, and now I'm going to start typing in words in the shape of 2020. I have this really thick. If you don't want it that thick, just come back here and maybe take the bold off and have it at regular. You can see what you like best. So then you're going to click on a layer so you're not on the text layer, because if you click on the text layer, you start making any changes, it'll make changes on that layer. So then I'm going to come here, just use a black text, and I'm going to type the word in a smaller font. I don't know what size yet, so I'll just start with that and then make it the right size. And I want to use all caps because it'll show better. Bring the layer above, and now I bring this over and I start to make it about the right size so it'll fit in. I'm going to do it with the Command T, the transform tool. I'm going to spin it around, and then I'm pressing Shift so that I hold the proportions. You might have to let it up because it starts to try to, okay. And then when I get it about where I want it, just kind of lined up with the 2, I'll hit enter, and now the function we're going to use is the warp function, and all of the warp functions are not available on a text layer, so we will rasterize this layer, and that makes it an object layer, and that makes all of the functions available to it. Then we go to Edit, Transform, Warp. We're just going to leave it on the free warp, custom warp here, because that will allow us to drag these out so that they fit where we want them. So it's a matter of playing so you get it how you want it. And the more you play and make it look how you want it, the better. Because this word is crazy, I don't mind if the word looks a little crazy. So that's pretty nice, and it's fitting in the letters. Then I press return, and I have started here. Now if I want to look at what it looks like without the 2020, you see that it's starting to go around. So there you have it. And you would just repeat with the next word, the next word. I would do them each on their own layer so that you don't have to try to do all that warping at once. I don't even think it would work.